um, first and foremost, like, what's your name and how did you get into this profession?
My name is Zach Kinder, and I've been tattooing for 13 years? Yeah, 13 years. How I got into it was I went to school. I mean, I've been drawing my whole life, so I always knew I wanted to draw. Originally, I wanted to be a comic book artist, but the older I got, the more I realized like how hard that is to get into.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not anymore, honestly. People today, like, they publish their own stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess it's easier nowadays, but I also draw really slow. Like, the deadlines that those guys have are, like, really strict, and I don't know, I don't think I could have did it. But then I just kind of fell into the tattooing thing.
Yeah.
I went to school for graphic design and illustration, and while I was at school, I met a friend of mine she started tattooing, and she got me into it.
Okay.
So honestly, I just kind of fell into it.
Yeah.
And now I can't think of anything else I want to do.
Yeah.
So.
Where did you go to school?
I went to school in Charleston.
Oh.
I went to Trident Tech in Charleston. That's where I started tattooing too. I started tattooing in Somerville. I didn't move up there until like 10 years ago.
Wow.
So I did my apprenticeship in Charleston and tattooed there for like 2 or 3 years before I moved up here.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, what are some pointers that you would give new tattoo artists that were kind of like in the same situation, or to push somebody into the business, not really knowing what to do?
The main thing is just to draw your ass off.
Yeah.
Because there are so many artists who just trace shit all day, and it's not really. It doesn't stand out, you know. Like, have your own style, and you got to set yourself apart from everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So just draw everything. Even stuff you like, stuff you don't like, because it's going to help you in the long run.
I see so many like basic tattoos now just because of like stencils and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a line in the clock.
Yeah, I've seen that before a million times. People still like that stuff, but at the same time, like,
Just
you want to stand out from everybody else and have your own style and focus on what you like.
What's the point of getting tattoos? Not to just kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know, trace over a stencil. It's kind of lame to me.
Stuff like that will pay your bills, though.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fulfilling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
What was kind of I think I know the answer, but kind of the main focus of like, or the main point that pushed you to the style that you have, like the very colorful, like super.
Yeah. The main thing was, like, during my apprenticeship, I was drawing stuff that I liked, you know, like superheroes and stuff like that, you know. And they kept telling me, this was like 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Close to 15 years ago. They were like, people aren't going to want superhero tattoos because people want skulls and roses and just your standard shit like that.
Yeah.
You know? But like, since all the movies and stuff started coming out, people started gravitating towards all the pop culture stuff. So that kind of like took over, and I just happened to be in at the right time, I guess. So I already like had all that practice and drawing stuff like that. So I just applied it straight to tattooing, and it worked out.
It's also like such a breath of fresh air because like you said, just stencils, black and white work, like monochrome stuff, and it's like
you still get that too, like walk-in stuff.
Yeah.
Like people just want names and dates and sayings
lame
and
stuff.
Yeah. But like I said, like that stuff pays your bills, so you can't really not do it, you know?
Yeah. And like, I don't know, it's just, it's so nice to see actual color and, you know, personality in tattoos versus just your normal
a lot of
run-of-the-mill tattoo.
Like the new school stuff, they would, I guess you could call it, started in like the 90s though. so it just kind of evolved from there.
It just kind of took off.
Yeah. That and like just the internet in general has helped people too. Just see more styles of tattoos, so
Yeah.
people realize what can be done, so they think more outside the box.
Yeah.
So that so that helps a lot. Most of the time, people just don't realize what can be done in a tattoo. And, like,
Yeah.
if you show them some stuff that you've done, like, oh, you can actually
Wow.
get this, and people are like, oh yeah, let's do that instead.
That's the best part about being like the artist is you get to like make suggestions
Yeah.
because like you were telling me like when Scotty was here, the South Park horror characters idea.
Yeah.
It was a
Let's do them a little bit more realistic than that.
little less dumb.
Yeah.
And
Even like people like, let's say, like, oh, I want like a logo for something, like a band or not a band, or like, I just want like the Batman logo.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just get an actual Batman? You know?
yeah.
And you're
Make
like,
it.
oh, I didn't think of that. I'm like, yeah. You know?
What are some of your favorite like least favorite parts of tattooing or like of this profession in general?
Yeah, well, the worst part is having to draw at home.
Yeah.
Like, you finish working and then you have to go home and work some more.
Yeah.
But that's probably my least favorite part. Just the stuff I do, it's not like I can just kind of just come in the morning and draw it up real quick. Like, I'll be up all night, some nights, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
Coming up with, just because I, like, nothing to come to me. And then when it finally comes to me, I have to, like, get it out real quick and come up with a drawing so I can show them the next day.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, everybody works differently, too, so it's just a matter of how you work. But that's probably my least favorite part.
Yeah.
No free time.
Just the thing you love becomes kind of like your job.
Yeah. Yeah. That and like I don't really have time or energy or motivation to draw stuff for myself anymore.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks.
That's one thing I'm a little bit worried about because this
It'll
is yeah.
It happened. But at the same time, you're paying your bills with something you like doing. So
Yeah.
it just kind of works out anyway. It beats manual labor.
Yeah.
Like there are worse jobs.
Working in a restaurant
Yeah.
somewhere.
You go to work and get shot at. Like that's not fun.
Yeah, it is.
If you're a normal person, that's not fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. You can't be normal and do my job.
Well, I appreciate it. Those was all the questions I had. But
That's it?
yeah, that was it.
Gotta have more than that. That was only, what, 8 minutes?
Yeah. Right in the middle mark.
Okay.
That was